Hello and welcome to Let's Knit the Road, the fiber arts podcast that takes you on the road to explore the magical world of all things fiber.
I'm Jen, the fiber artist specializing in knitting, crochet, and sewing.
And I'm Lauren, your fiber novice and weaver of tales, your personal bard on your fiber quest.
We are packed and ready to go on our next fiber arts adventure, so grab a drink, some snacks, and a few fun projects, and maybe a friend or two, and let's knit the road.
Here we go!
That's good.
All right, episode 1.
All right, here we go.
All right. So where are we heading today?
So we're heading to the wool gathering at Young's Dairy in Yellow Springs.
I love Yellow Springs. I haven't been there in forever, but I'm so excited to go back.
Yeah, I haven't been since last year at the same event.
So what is a wool gathering?
Okay, so it's like a big fiber festival. I guess it's not huge like Rhinebeck, which I've never been to, but it's like, there's like 4 or 5 tents full of wool and yarn and animals and vendors and stuff like that.
Sounds like
it's
fun.
Really fun, yeah.
It'll be my first wool gathering. I'm so excited.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Now that I'm new to crocheting.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like very excited.
Should we explain who we are?
Oh yeah, probably.
You should go first.
Well, you're the expert.
Okay. So my name is Jen, and I am a fiber artist and an art teacher, and I've been knitting and crocheting for quite some time, crocheting since I was 8, knitting for like 11 years. And then I also spin and weave and cross stitch and all the things. So that's about it.
And I'm Lauren. I'm mostly just here for your entertainment. I am a musician and a writer, learning how to crochet, so that's been fun.
You've been doing really well.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just mostly here to be the driver and help with editing and stuff like that, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're also a couple.
Yeah. And we have, 3 weeks until it's no longer, we don't have to worry about the knitter's curse anymore?
Yeah, so October 8th we're getting married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really exciting.
It is.
And then we don't have to worry about the knitter's curse anymore.
Yeah, I can knit you things.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Can't wait. But yeah, Young's has all kinds of stuff. I haven't been to Young's in a long time, but I do love Young's.
Yeah. They're known for their ice cream.
Yeah, their ice cream is amazing.
It is.
It's like we used to go, so when I was in college at the University of Dayton, we used to go every year for band camp to Young's Dairy, and it was kind of like our ice cream social during band camp to kind of get to know other members of the band. It was usually halfway through the week or so you kind of already knew your section, but especially for freshmen, it was a good time to get to know other people, like people in your class and things like that. Now my freshman year was kind of cool because I actually got to celebrate my 18th birthday at Young's Dairy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so because I moved in right before my 18th birthday during band camp.
This was college, right?
Yeah, this was in college. So I was really excited.
If you were a freshman in high school, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, no, that would have been a little weird. We had theme days every day at band camp. I don't remember exactly what the theme was, but for some reason we all dressed up as one of the trombone players, who he's kind of into more of the country type stuff. And anyway, so we all were wearing these John Deere tractor shirts.
Oh my gosh.
To dress up like him. And I changed because we had a little bit of time in between rehearsal and the actual Young's Dairy outing. And so I changed because I was like, I am not about to wear this John Deere shirt on my birthday. So I changed outfits, but I'll have to see if I can find a picture.
John Deere shirt on your birthday.
It was really, really funny. We always had the best costumes, so. And I think,
That's cool.
Yeah, and I think I hung out with my band family that day. too.
Band family. What's a band family?
So in our band, you always get like a mom and a dad, and then usually like some brothers and sisters. And like basically, when you're a freshman, you're one of the like the little like the kids, and then there are like band parents. So it's kind of like almost like Big Littles, like in Greek life, but it's a little bit different because it's the entire marching band. So you know, like I know that like my pod parents got my ice cream that day, and you know, it was just a lot of fun. And then we went around and we looked at all the animals. Usually we were there too late to like putt or use the driving range or anything like that, but there's like golf stuff there. But yeah, there's like all this like golf stuff. I was on the golf team in high school. And then for Sibs weekend, I would sometimes take my brother and sister, or like if they were coming to visit, we would drive out to Yellow Springs and get ice cream and stuff. So I think I took them putt-putting there a few times.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun stuff to do. Like if you're...
There's animals too.
Oh yeah, they got like
and
all kinds of stuff.
Pumpkin patch.
Yeah. It's a fun place. Like,
it is cool.
There's something for everybody. And if you're like in Yellow Springs looking for something to do, or if you're in like kind of, you know, if you're not familiar with Ohio, it's right between Columbus and Dayton. You know, it's a fun little day trip to go out to Young's Dairy and check out Yellow Springs. It's a cute little town too.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's like a hippie town.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Should we start on Lips?
We went. What's your making?
Okay, that's a throwback, by the way. We're that old. If you don't know what that is, then you're either younger or older than we are.
Right. We
altered, what was the song? Whip and Nene?
Yeah. Whip and Nene.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Watch me whip, watch me Nene.
Alright, so we're going to start with like what we're working on. And so a whip is a work in progress. And I finished a sweater, but I think it's all wrong. So I have to rip it out. I have to frog it.
You have to frog it?
Not the whole thing, just back to like the sleeves, or maybe up, I don't know. We're gonna find out. I have to look at the pattern. I think I just didn't read it right. So it's a pattern by Kate Davies, and it's, I forget what it's called. I should know this. We'll put it in the show notes. But I made it with Premier Cinema in their, I don't know what colorway it is, but it's just the deep brown. But we had to show this because it has a button band.
A button band!
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love the button band.
But I love the buttons that I chose. My friend made them, Megs, and we can also link her. She makes ceramic buttons, and they're really fun. But we should really talk about the button band.
I do love a good button band. Oh my god. The button band rocks.
It does rock.
Okay, like I love a good button band. Oh my gosh.
What kind of button band are you talking about? On sweaters or?
No, not on sweaters.
Okay.
It's like this really underground. I mean, you'd have to be really cool to know about the button band. Okay, like they're like deep tracks only.
Deep tracks.
Yeah, deep tracks.
They're really underground.
They're really underground.
So we'll have to share the button band with everybody.
Right, really little underground clubs is
Okay.
where they do their thing.
It's truly special.
It's truly special. I can't wait. We'll like debut them. Yeah, we got it.
We'll do it after this, like right now, right?
Right, yeah. Play a little clip for you.
Okay.
Just
Perfect.
get you a little taste of the button band.
Perfect. Okay, so what are you working on? Because I have a few other things, but why don't you talk about your crochet project?
Oh yeah, it's in.
Oh, it's back there.
It's back there. It's in the bag.
It's in the Target bag.
No, in the other bag.
Oh.
It's in with your other
Oh.
works in progress.
Okay.
You'll probably just. Well, I don't know.
I got it.
So I'm just learning how to crochet. Jen So that's
Yeah,
fun.
with this really cool crochet hook.
Didn't someone make that for you?
It was off of Etsy.
Oh,
I don't know who did it, but people make these a lot
it's cool.
with clay.
That's really fun.
Yeah, but go ahead. You're
Okay.
crocheting.
That's probably something I could do.
You could do that.
I could make crochet hooks.
Yeah, you could. You could do a lot of things, really, if you wanted to.
I know, if I tried. So the first thing I ever crocheted is this flower. I kind of did it.
It's supposed to be twirly. Hold
I
on.
think it goes the other way.
Oh, it goes the other way?
No. Turn it this way.
It goes this way. I'm sorry.
The pistils.
The pistils are in there.
Yeah, they're in there. And
They're so cute.
I just kind of like free did it. Like Jen showed me how to do the stem part, like how to do like a normal thing, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna do this
Yeah,
because that's how I roll. I just do random things.
of course you do.
Yeah. so
Which is really cool.
that's the flower.
Mhm.
But then I was like, well, okay, I guess I better make some swatches. But now I'm gonna try and put the swatches and the flower together.
It's gonna be some sort of wall hanging
Yeah.
situation.
It's gonna be really cool.
It is.
It's a thing.
You've done lots of crocheting since you've started like a week ago.
Yeah.
So,
I've been kind of like trying to crochet all day.
crochet all day.
Crochet all day.
My grandma will appreciate this. Sarah Sands. You had to say the whole name. She taught me to crochet when I was 8 years old. She wasn't 8, I was 8, because I wouldn't have been born yet.
Yeah, no, that would have been kind of hard.
That would have been really difficult. But I've been doing it ever since. So,
You're really good at it.
and now I'm teaching little children at school.
Oh, yeah.
They're not little children, they're middle school kids, but they're pretty small.
Well, and that's been like your knitting club. It sounds like it's really fun. Your craft club.
Yeah, I have a craft club. We're learning to crochet right now. The kids are loving it. Mostly boys.
That's so fun.
It's awesome.
It's like
So
I'm
I'm
sure.
pretty excited.
Well, like, don't they like run out of your class to like show you?
Yeah, they have to go to their locker and go get their project to show me what they're working on. So it's very cute. It makes my day.
They're so excited.
They are. Okay, so you want to talk about the baby quilt?
Oh yeah.
We don't have it with us, but
We'll have to show a picture.
Yeah.
So my friends are adopting a baby, and since I'm kind of still new to like the whole like sewing world, I was like, well, I'm gonna make them a quilt. And I have made quilts before. Usually, like it's kind of like winging it a little
very
bit.
basic.
That's my go-to is just kind of like very basic, winging it kind of deal. So Joann's actually has this really cool thing that they're doing. They must use like the remnants of certain like fabrics, and they like sew them together into like a starter quilt. So if you're new to quilting or sewing like me, they kind of take out the step of trying to make sure you have the squares the same size, or like designing the pattern of what you're gonna like do on the top, and just leave it so that you're practicing doing the binding and the backing with the batting. So it makes it a little bit easier for beginners like me, and you still get to learn how to make a quilt. You still get to have the experience of making a quilt. It turns out great. I've done one before from my other friend who had a baby, and it's just going to be really cool. I'm really excited to give them something handmade that they can kind of pass down. Their kid will keep it for a while and stuff like. Because I still have my baby quilt that someone made for me when I was a baby. So
That's cute.
yeah, it's just kind of cool. It's something that you
That is
kind of
cool.
cherish for a long time, and
Yeah,
why not?
that is really cool. So I guess I'll talk about my cross-stitching project. I should have really made a list of like all the information about everything I'm making, because that would have been helpful.
Oh, we'll put it in the show
I have the
notes.
pattern.
Oh, there you go. What do you know?
What do you know? I can't show this page. Okay. So I'm making the flea market flowers. I feel like everyone's like bouncing with us.
Oh, sorry guys.
See that?
It's a little rough.
So
road.
this is the flea market flowers cross stitch pattern by Bee in My Bonnet. It's very cute. And I'm not very far on it. I haven't worked on it a whole lot. It's kind of a summer thing, I guess. But I still want to work on it.
We've got lots of projects. You're always working on something. So.
Yeah. Something just fell. It wasn't my needle. That's good.
Yeah, that would be bad if that was.
Yeah. So here's what I have so far. very cute. But I haven't really worked on it lately because I've been working on like a million other things. But I feel like I might, I don't know. It'd be fun to do something for like Halloween. But I've already done 2 Halloween projects.
Oh yeah, you should show your Halloween projects.
Those are finished objects.
Oh,
so I've got to wait.
We'll have to wait.
In a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet, but soon. So, and I also have it. I have this really cute bag too that I bought. Of course, I have to have bags. So, but anyway, this is a fun little project. I've been enjoying it, and I haven't been doing cross stitch very long, so I don't spend a whole lot of money on it. So, aside from this bag, but the thread that I have is like a huge thing of embroidery thread from Amazon, and then the fabric was from Amazon too. But I bought a huge, I think it was a couple yards, maybe 3 yards of fabric. It wasn't that much. Maybe it was 2 yards. But then I can just cut pieces off of it and use it. So I've been using kind of the same materials for a while and just doing different projects and only spending money on the pattern.
Nice.
It works.
It's good to be frugal because, you know, crafting is an expensive hobby.
Crafting is not a frugal pursuit, as you've learned.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
It's very sad. Okay, so I am doing, let's do another one here. I have too many things I'm working on. So I'm working on a flower blanket by Arna and Carlos. It was their spring crochet along. Wait. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That is a long time
I
ago.
started it and then I didn't finish it and now I'm still working on it, which is okay. It takes me a long time to do blankets. I take my time. But, let's see. This is how much I have done, which is like basically nothing, but it's very cute.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the colors.
I do too. It's nice colors.
Yeah.
I've
really
been
like that.
using Rowan felted tweed. So here's some Rowan felted tweed. This is what they use for the pattern. Of course, I had to splurge on the actual yarn they used.
I mean, why not? When in Rome.
I mean, why not would be, I don't want to spend any more money. But the why is because I don't think I had yarn for it.
But it's really nice.
It'll be very pretty. It's wool.
It's nice tweed.
Yeah, it's tweedy.
You had the need
For the tweed.
for the tweed.
I did. How do you come up with these things?
I don't know. It's a gift
It's a gift.
and a curse
It is a curse as well.
for everyone around.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and then I think I have one more thing. I'm sure I have more things at home that I'm working on. Oh no, I have 2 more things.
You got lots of things.
Lots of things going on. Okay, so I'm working on my Master Knitter certification.
That's
That's
badass.
just fancy.
Am I allowed to say badass?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It's badass.
YouTube will allow it.
Oh, good.
We'll just have to, well, the kids might be watching, but they might hear that.
No.
It's okay.
It's bad donkey.
It is. Bad donkey. Wow. So I'm working on that. I can't show a whole lot, but like I can show you guys a swatch and it won't give anything away. So they're just like little swatches that you have to create. And there's 18 of them for the first certification. There's 3 levels. And the first level takes a year, they say. I'm already, what, the 6th swatched in? 6? On the 6th swatch?
I think so. You're flying through.
I did like 3 this weekend because I've not been feeling well. We did not test, or I did not test positive for COVID. We're good.
Not the Rona.
It's not the Rona.
Something else.
It is.
Something those kids.
So you can probably hear my
gave ya.
voice is a little scratchy, but I'm not. I'm doing better.
Those kids.
No fever. Those kids.
Those meddling kids.
Those meddling kids. They get you sick quite often. So anyway, so I'm working on that, and you have to use a light colored yarn to show your stitches, and so it's basic. It's just like a basic wool. They give you some recommendations. And there's some writing involved. I can't really get into all that because I don't want to give away what is in it.
Right.
Because it's kind of a surprise. You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah, that's true. You can't.
But you have to pay for the certification because they have to send you the materials and then they have to evaluate it within a year, or you can get an extension if you need an extension.
But it's really cool. I mean, like...
It is cool. I've learned a lot already so far, like, about increases and decreases and stuff.
I feel like you're, like, Mr. Miyagi. Been watching too much Cobra Kai, guys. So.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But you're, like, Mr. Miyagi over here, like, master knitter.
Is he in that?
No, because he's passed away.
I was going to say, is he deceased?
He's deceased.
Okay.
But they reference him all the time.
Oh, do they?
Miyagi-Do.
Gotcha.
That's the name of the dojo.
Can I show you what's in this bag?
Yeah, please do.
How did this get in here?
So, my cousin gave me that for my 30th birthday.
Which cousin?
Ellen.
Oh, thanks, Ellen. We have this in the bag.
Ellen and Jacob.
Wow.
They gave me that for my 30th. I wore it that day, apparently with the tag still on.
Yeah, the tag is on it. So, if we ever wanted to return it
to Party City,
we can.
Well, if we ever know anyone having their 30th birthday, of course, your sister.
We will, your brother.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony.
We can pass it down to Anthony.
We can.
He's not getting my my mug.
Oh, you have a 30th?
I have a 30th, like, cheers to 30 years.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh, it's on my bar.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
But they gave me that too, but he's not getting that. That's mine.
Okay.
I'm not gonna share.
We might have to secretly gift it. I'm kidding.
Getcha. Oh, we should talk about... That would be a good finished project to talk about.
What?
Our collaboration.
We're not on finished projects, though.
Oh, we're still on...
This is the last...
This is the last whip. Watch me, Nene. Watch me whip. Okay.
So, okay. I am doing a shawl. It's a Tunisian crochet shawl. I learned a Tunisian crochet... When was it? Early summer. No, spring. Late spring. Doesn't matter. I took a class.
Is it from Tunisia?
I don't know the history, but I highly doubt that.
Because if it is, we can do a night in Tunisia.
What's this?
It's a jazz song. It's like a jazz standard. The bass line's sweet. I play the bass.
You do play the bass.
I slap at the bass.
So here, I'll put the pattern in the show notes. I forget what it's called, but it's, I have quite a bit done of this. It's a DK weight. Or no, it's an Aran weight, because I had to put 2 DKs together. But it's turning out pretty cool. It's hard to see because it's big.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, I never noticed until just now, which is probably not a good sign for my driving, that there's like a little bit of like a pink hue to that.
Yeah, there's pink and like bluish, purpley.
I mean, all the times I've seen you working on it, I never noticed it until just now.
It looks more cream inside.
It does, yeah. Inside, I always thought like, oh, that's a nice like cream color, but there's actually like a nice little like
purpley pinky moment.
Yeah, going through it. I like that.
Yeah.
I am focusing on driving, guys. Don't worry, we're not gonna like veer off the road.
Yeah, we're doing well. I haven't been paying attention, but this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, we're not in the cornfield over there next to us.
No, but there are cornfields all over Ohio.
Corn and soybeans. That's what we're known for.
My parents have a farm.
I can't wait to show everyone the farm.
Yeah. So I have sheep on the farm. I have 6 sheep. And they're Shetlands. They're pretty cutes.
They are cutes.
Totes adorbs. And then there are cattle.
They're not totes my goats, though.
They're not totes my goats because they're not goats.
They're not goats. They're sheep.
But fortunately for me, they are sheep, and I can make like yarn.
Yeah, we need to take that yarn to
the wool to the
the wool to be processed.
To the mill. We're gonna make a mill trip with you guys.
That's gonna be great. I can't wait.
So there's cattle.
Lots of cattle
for beef. And also, there's compost piles. My dad is making this really awesome compost. I don't think it's really he's selling it, but it's very cool. We can show the compost piles one day, the poop piles.
Yes, we do need to look at those. They're pretty cool.
The cow poop piles.
I think we should show it in winter when it's steamy.
Yeah, or like late fall.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
On a crisp fall evening.
Yeah.
Take a walk around the compost pile.
Be amazing.
It'd be so romantic.
very romantic. But we could see. I've said before we should get our wedding pictures in the compost piles.
We could.
I think that would be really nice.
You know, my friend, my friends, they have a picture that they call their Irish potato famine photo for like their engagement or their wedding or something. And they're like out in a field, and they do kind of look like, I don't know, they're like wearing like older clothes. Anyway, that could be our Irish potato famine photo.
Could be
something like that.
It could be really. Yeah, I have friends who've also taken photos in fields for their wedding, and they were really gorgeous pictures. They weren't like potato famine-y. They were like they used drones, and
cool.
It was very cool.
Oh wow, what's going on over there?
Here, you look at the road, I'll look at the thing.
I'm looking at the thing and the road, but mostly the thing.
Looks like some kind of farming festival.
That's at the OSU Agricultural Center. Isn't that where you were going to learn how to shear sheep?
They do it in Newark, though.
Oh, out in Newark. I used to work out in Newark. They have like that looks like fun. We're going over there next.
We could go all the way back.
Crash the party. We're going to crash the party. I don't know what kind of party that is. People behind me are probably like, why'd you slow down to 65? Because I'm over here bottlenecking, looking around like, whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Rubbernecking, that's what it is.
Rubbernecking, not
Rubbernecking.
Not bottlenecking.
Not bottlenecking. Rubbernecking. That's what they say. Oh my gosh. When I lived in Nashville, all the time, whenever they did a traffic report, people were out here rubbernecking.
What does that even mean?
It means that people were out there taking a gander at whatever accident or whatever.
Well, you've got to. Like, if there's an accident, you've got to look at
like,
it.
what, you're not going to look at the accident?
It's
Anyway.
like you have to know what's happening.
Right. Like, you got to see the train wreck that happened with the cars.
It's like that Bob's Burgers episode.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Okay, we've
gone off the rails a little bit.
We have.
We derailed.
So, were we going to talk about finished objects?
Is finished objects next? I think so. Is that all the whips?
That was all the whips and nays.
There's no more nays?
I don't see any other nays.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, finished objects.
Should we circle back to our joint finished object?
Oh yeah, let's start there.
Okay, so my brother's birthday was Wednesday last week, I had to think. Not about the day, but what day of the week it was. Anyway, and he loves Blue's Clues. So
he does.
And he has an iPad that makes the rounds around the house. So we saw those cool little like iPad holders. They're like soft and plushy. He loves plushies. So we were like, let's make him a thinking chair.
That was your idea.
Yeah.
That was your. It was a brilliant idea, but when you first said let's make a thinking chair, I was like, oh god, this is never gonna work.
Yeah, you were skeptical.
I did not have any faith.
But it worked out really, really well. It turned out super cute. We'll show a picture of Anthony in the thinking chair. It was really fun. It was like our first collaboration, really.
It was.
I mean, I didn't do a whole lot. I did sew a couple stitches and I helped cut fabric and stuff like that. But
you helped.
I assisted. I was a great assistant.
You were a great assistant.
Assistant to the regional manager.
That is correct. Am I the regional manager of this project?
You were. You were the regional manager of this project.
Okay.
Of this orifice.
Of the what?
This orifice. That's what they say in the office. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
It's a quote.
Wow. I also like The Office, but Lauren is like
I've seen
obsessed.
I've seen it like at least 12 times.
But I will say I did name my cat Toby.
You did.
So
Toby Flenderson.
Toby Flenderson from HR.
He's the cutest kitty.
He's very cute.
He's the cutest boy kitty, I have to specify, because otherwise Kitten will get mad when she watches this later.
Kitten is a girl cat.
Her name is Kitten.
Her name is Kitten.
She picked it.
When I first met you, when I first came over and you said my cat's name is Kitten, I thought it was like the weirdest thing I've heard. Like, who names her cat Kitten?
Oh, Kitten has had many a name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was Anna, because Frozen had just come out. She was, Spencer.
Spencer?
She was Spencer.
Why?
Well, because we had a cat named Aria. And Aria and Spencer are two of the characters from Pretty Little Liars.
Well, I don't know that show. I mean, I know what it is, but
Oh, it's addictive.
I've heard because my students used to really like that show.
Oh my gosh. Once you start, it's like Pringles. You can't stop. Well, actually, it's like Cobra Kai. What?
Cobra Kai.
I mean, I've never seen The Karate Kid. I know that's like blasphemous or whatever, but I've never seen it. But I watch Cobra Kai, like it's going on. I like binge watch it whenever it airs.
It looks really cheesy.
It's super cheesy. Oh, it's like the cheesiest cheese you ever did cheese.
Is it? Very cheesy.
Very cheesy, but you know.
So I guess I'll start on or show one of my finished objects, which has like dog hair all over it, but it's fine.
Oh gosh.
It's okay. It's real life.
Dogs and kitties.
So, the Crafty Toads, who you know who they are, they're the ladies that I watch on one of the podcasts that I watch on.
You watch a lot
YouTube.
of podcasts.
I do watch many. Anyway, they came up with a kit last year to make a Halloween pillow, and I did not finish it last Halloween, but I finished it before this one, so it's very cute.
It's so cute.
It's hand sewn. It's not perfect, but it's very cute. So it's my first time doing hand quilting. It was English paper piecing, and then the back is super fun too.
I love those little ghosty
pumpkins. So that I finished that. I actually started all over this year, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
I finished it. I started all over
in like a week or two.
And got this done in like a week and a half, probably.
Yeah, I think it was like a week and a half. It was really quick.
It was quick, but it's not hard to do. So it was pretty fun.
I like it. I like the colors and like the different fabrics that are in there.
Oh, I'm gonna yawn. Okay.
That pillow is making you sleepy.
That is making me sleepy.
You want to take a nap? You're really gonna want to take a nap.
We just woke up.
We woke up and we're like, let's go.
Okay, sorry about the crinkly. Okay, so I also finished a blanket to go with the pillow. Not really. But I've got a pillow and a blanket to show.
Which is why you're getting sleepy.
It is. And it's been used a little bit, so it's a little... And the dogs really like it.
Oh my gosh, Zoe loves that thing. Zoe Dog Chanel.
Zoe Dog Chanel. We've got really... The names for the animals are really, like...
I know.
Special.
They really are.
But here's the blankie.
Oh,
it's very cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
The colors are my favorite.
It's crochet, obviously.
What is it, the shell?
I think it's a shell stitch.
It looks like a shell stitch.
I don't know, but it's,
It looks like a shell, so I assume it's shell.
Yeah.
Stitch.
Well, it's a pattern and kit that you can buy off a Wool Warehouse. And we can put the link below if they still have it. But it was really fun. It took me about a few months to make it, but it's big too, and it's very comfy. And the yarn, it's acrylic, but the yarn is really nice.
It's so soft.
It's very soft.
I've been digging in the graveyard.
The graveyard. Explain what the graveyard is.
So the graveyard is the leftover yarn from all of Jen's projects, and it fills a whole bag. And sometimes I like to dig in there for my projects because I'm still learning, so I'm like, I need to like use what we have that still exists, and I like to use the scraps, or as my brother calls them, the crumbs. He calls it fabric crumbs. So I use the yarn crumbs.
Yarn crumbs.
And I'm really excited about the yarn crumbs from this next one.
From this next project?
This next finished project.
Okay, so this is probably my favorite project.
I love this project.
So I'm gonna take my sunglasses off so I can try it on.
Yes.
So I was watching
fashion show at brunch.
It's not time for brunch yet, but
it's not.
It works. It's from The Office, but you've changed it.
Yeah, for copyright issues.
For copyright issues, so we don't
fashion show at brunch. Plus we get mimosas.
We do. Mimosas are the best.
Let's have mimosas.
We have to have like bottomless mimosas.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I made a like stocking cap out of this yarn from the Fiber Seed, which they're out of Ohio.
So
I don't think you can buy this yarn anymore. It was like last year's colorway. Let me put it on. But on the Crafty Toads, oh, it's so cute. Look at it.
It is so cute.
Okay. So the Crafty Toads had a hat like this that they were selling the pattern for, or not the pattern, they were selling yarn for. And I really wanted it, but I was like, I already have Halloween yarn. So I thought I would just find a pattern that was similar on Ravelry. The pattern was free, and I already had the yarn from last year, which I'm sure was like $30, but so it wasn't free.
But it was free now.
It was free this year, because I just got it from my stash. But look how cute it is.
It is so cute.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I like the tassel too.
I just love the like color combination and how like spooky it is, and like you're ready for fall. Like
I'm ready for Halloween.
it's coming. We have the Halloween party coming up.
We do. We have our wedding first, then the Halloween party.
Then the Halloween party.
Explain the Halloween party.
So every year my family has a Halloween party. There's always a secondary theme because Halloween apparently is not enough of a theme for a party. So this year's theme is Mi Familia, I think. And so it's all Latin American inspired because we're part Latin American. So it's all like Disney movies from that like have representation. Anyway, it's Encanto is like the main thing. I'm gonna be Bruno. I'm super excited to be Bruno. And you were assigned what, Louisa? Anthony told you were going to be Louisa?
Yes.
So you're the strong one.
I've only seen this movie one time.
Are you nervous? You're not nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just don't know what I'm going to wear yet.
Are you as tough as the crust of the earth is?
Probably not.
These are lines from the song.
I know.
Okay, good.
I know where that came from.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yeah, no.
Just double check.
But I'm probably not.
As tough as the crust of the earth is?
You are more than that.
That's true.
You lift weights.
All the time.
I do not.
Not all the time. Enough of the time.
I'm a yoga person.
We need to go to yoga.
Yeah. We're getting pretty close to this, right?
Yeah, we're at Springfield, so should be not too much further. We're heading home.
Yeah, we had a good couple of hours, few hours.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I guess we've had a few hours of adventures.
Yeah, because we got
there at 10 and now it's 1 o'clock.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
We did. We have lots of footage of the festival.
Yeah.
What did we see? So there were lots of people at and vendors.
Yeah, lots of vendors.
At a wool gathering. There were 3 tents. Usually there used to be a little more, but I think they're building it back up after COVID.
Oh yeah, I'm sure COVID scaled it back a little.
Yeah, so I got my yarn for the Stephen West knit along that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also met the Fat Squirrel.
We did.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. She's
and
awesome.
Got a bag. It's a bag.
It's a bag.
It's very witchy.
Very witchy. I love it.
And it's a big Aran weight sweater bag, I'm pretty sure. So it'll fit all my things in one bag.
You can put little bags in the big bag.
You can put all the bags in the bag.
You can be a knitting bag lady.
Well, I'm already that person, so now I'm more so that person.
Can you tap it?
Yep.
Just make sure it's still, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Making sure.
So, so that was really awesome. She's really, really cool, as I figured she would be in person. And I got a little button. Let's see if I can find the button in here. It's so cute. It's a Fat Squirrel button. Let's see. Oh.
It's a button.
It's a button. Well, here we are. We're driving right back through the Wool Festival.
There's a lot more cars now.
Yep.
I'm kind of glad we came when we did. Otherwise, it would be like pretty tight.
So I did the Stephen West shawl last year. It's a shawlography. I was wearing it on the way in. It got too hot. It's like 80-some degrees now.
Yep, 83.
83.
According to the car.
So my goal for this venture was to get a bag from the Fat Squirrel.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished on that one. That was number 1. Number 2 was to get the wool for the new Stephen West knit-along. And we also have another mission accomplished, right?
Yep.
So these are my 2 colors. I got 2 skeins of each. This is by Knitting Notions, and I've used her wool before, or her yarn before. This colorway is Marigold. It's really pretty.
That's pretty.
And then we got the second color. It's called Glacier. And then our pop.
Sorry. Somebody's turning and.
Yep, someone was turning.
Brake checked everybody.
That was great. And then the third color is. There's a staple in the middle of that. Darn some Plum. This is the pop color, and Lauren picked this one up. It's hard.
I love it.
It's probably hard to see with the lighting.
Yeah, we might have to take a picture of it.
Yeah. So that's the haul, which I know is not a lot of things, but a yarn festival.
It's pretty pricey. It adds up.
It's a little pricey. So that was a good haul, and that was exactly what I was looking for. Tatting.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm a very sweet woman.
You
taught me how to tat, even though I didn't do it. I have tried to learn many times and couldn't get it, so I'm gonna maybe join this tatting group.
That'd be cool.
So I can learn how to tat. Which is, if you don't know what tatting is, it's lace making with the shuttle and thread.
It was pretty cool. I had never seen it before, and the end result was cool, and watching her do it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow.
It's really an easy thing. You go under and through. Okay, now I'm going to flip it. See how I flip it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, that's the thing you have to learn.
Okay.
Okay, and for a picot, and I'm going to make mine bigger than that one.
Okay.
You space it and
Okay.
hold it out here. And then this one comes over and through. And you have to let it go. And you see how it makes the double half hitch?
That's
See
cool.
it?
Yep.
And you want your waistline and your breeches down.
Okay.
You see how that is?
I do.
Okay. And then you slide it together. See how it made that? Okay.
So I'm reading Handy Woman by Kate Davies. I'm not very far in it yet, but it's really interesting so far. And I don't really want to go too far into it because it kind of ruins the whole book. But it's about how, right now I'm reading about how she grew up knitting as a kid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then she did have a little health crisis that led her back to her crafting days and helped her recover, is what I understand. But I don't want to get too far into it because then it ruins the whole book, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well then we
But
won't.
look at the cover, it's so cool. It's like embroidery and stuff on it. But it's like not, it's like a copy of it, not like actual embroidery on the book.
That would be cool though if it was.
It'd be really cool.
That'd be really expensive to produce though.
It would be. But it's a beautiful book. I got it from the woollythistle.com. And it's always out of stock. So you have to like put your email in and they email you when it comes up. And this time when they emailed me, I got it like right away. Because I knew I wouldn't get it if I didn't do that. Because it sells out every time. It's imported, so.
It is really cool.
It's a very cool book. So I'm enjoying that. We went to like downtown
Yes, downtown
and checked out Yellow Springs, and then we went to a glass studio.
Mm-hmm. It was really cool.
So Yellow Springs, Ohio is like a small town that has lots of little like gift shops, bookstores.
It's very like kind of hippie. Everything is very, very like hippie kind of stuff. But
Hippy-dippy.
yeah, but it's kind of like a fun little spot. It's like if you're not from Ohio, or really if you're going to be visiting Columbus or like Dayton, like I said, I I would say it'd be a fun little day trip for you. It's not too far. Like, it's about an hour, like an hour max from Columbus. And I think from Dayton, it's about, I would say it's a little over an hour. But they consider it a Dayton suburb. But, you know, if you're going to be in either of those cities, really even Cincinnati, I would say it'd be worth just a little drive up, check it out. There's a lot to see, lots of little shops. I feel like there's always something going on, too. Every time I've been there, there's something going on.
The coolest thing we did was go to an herb shop.
That was cool.
And we bought some teas, both for our bad health. So one for digest and one for cold and flu. Because you never know.
Right. It just kind of helps you feel better.
It smells really good. The place smelled amazing. And the guy was super nice. And he makes, these are his own recipes. So
he kind of told us how to use them.
Yeah.
We might have to tap it again.
So that's pretty exciting. It's on.
Okay. It's just in my field of vision when and I'm like, it looks dark.
Yeah, the camera keeps dimming. I don't know why.
I don't know why it does that, but that's okay. It's probably trying to save battery.
So now we're on our way back to Columbus. What else can we say about Yellow Springs, though? Where else did we go? We went to a bookstore.
The bookstore was really cute.
Yeah, it's just a little old house.
Oh, something.
Ceramics.
We saw a ceramic shop. There was really cool stuff in there. Like, stuff that I don't think I've ever really seen that technique before. So, it was pretty neat.
It was really nice.
Well, and of course, the fairy garden place. That was really cool.
Okay, that was probably the coolest part.
That was.
I forgot about the fairy garden.
That's a place where we're like, we might have to bring the nibblings.
Which is nieces and nephews.
Yeah, that's what you call them.
We call them nibblings, apparently. But they have, it's like a store for people who want to make fairy gardens. So it's not a fairy garden, which they do have a fairy garden in the window.
Yeah, and they have a couple little ones set up for, like, inspiration.
Right, and it's got, like, all these, like, miniature, like, different, like, dragons and fairies and...
Can you tap it again?
No, it's not.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it, 'cause... Sorry. I just can see it when I'm driving, and I'm like, it looks dark.
So our camera keeps going dim, and it's really frustrating, but I can still see it.
Okay, well, as long as you can see it.
Okay. This is our first time doing this, so we're just adjusting to new technology.
Yes.
So what else did they have in the store? They had, like,
Oh, my favorite thing, they had a bear playing the cello, but it was standing up like it was playing a bass, and I was like, But it was, like, little, and I was like, a bear next to a bass probably would make a bass look like a cello. I don't know. Anyway, I was impressed.
It was very cute. The whole store was very adorable. Totes adorbs.
It was very totes adorbs.
So we spent about an hour probably walking around Yellow Springs, down the downtown area.
It's such a cute little area. I mean, and I could really, I could see spending, like, all day.
And all our money.
Oh, and all our money, for sure.
That we don't have.
Yeah.
Even money that, like, is not ours.
Right.
Because they have, like, ceramics that are, like hundreds of dollars, and glass things that are...
Oh, yeah.
But it's, like, all really cool stuff.
They had really, really cool stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
That we were. Oh, we went in that imports place, too.
Yeah, there was an imports store that had knickknacks and...
all kinds of little...
clothes.
Just cool stuff to look at. Sometimes those places are just fun to go in and look, and you're like, I don't really need any of this stuff, but...
You're like, no one really needs some of these things.
Right. Like,
but they are cool.
Well, they had a little kalimba that wasn't in
work.
tune. I was like, what is this?
I mean, it did work, but yeah, it didn't get tuned.
It was bad.
Tuning those are not easy.
Well, you'd have to, like, literally cut the metal. If you're going to buy one of those, you got to buy one that's already in tune. Because or, like, tuned to something. And I have one. Mine's good, though.
I have one, too. But it's at my dad's house. Mom and dad's house.
Yeah. You should. I know how to play them. Pretty good.
I used to play mine a lot. It's one thing I can't play, but it's been a while.
They're just relaxing.
They're cute.
It'd be really easy to teach someone how to play that too, because like as long as you could you could even like write little notes on like the little numbers. If you remember the numbers.
Yeah, people do that a lot when
Really
they're first
easy.
learning.
Yeah. Young's Dairy, you have to get ice cream. It's like a requirement. I think if you go to Young's Dairy and you don't get ice cream, I'm sure someone follows you around and like just I don't
follow
know
you
what
home,
happens.
actually.
Yeah, something bad
They
would
follow
happen.
you home with ice cream.
Yeah, they're like, you need this ice cream. So
Really good.
I had pumpkin because it's pumpkin spice
I had
season.
cookie dough.
Yeah, it's like I gotta have
You
pumpkin.
were basic. So was I. Chocolate chip cookie dough.
That's pretty. Yeah.
That may be more basic than pumpkin.
I mean, but I feel like that's year-round basic. Pumpkin spice stuff that only comes out
It's
once a year.
September, October basic.
It's like you gotta have it. When we had pumpkin donuts,
We did have pumpkin donuts.
those were good. It was very, very good. But yeah, we went and we got to see some goats there. They were goats. Totes the goats.
They were very cute.
I got pooped on by a bird.
Twice.
Twice, yeah. That bird really wanted to poop on me. Fortunately, we're good. They had a spot to wash your hands if you touch the goats, so I was able to wash my hands. Thank goodness, because otherwise, bleh,
Yes.
bird poop.
Bird poop.
Let's see. So we started off
sheep.
With the animals. Yeah,
Well, we started out with alpacas.
yeah. Alpacas were first, and then sheep. The babies,
There were twins.
so cute, little lambs.
And then we saw, what were the other ones? Not the buffalo, but the...
Oh, the yaks.
The yaks, yeah.
We might end up being yak farmers at some point, guys. So
They're a
be on
little
the lookout.
expensive, but they're really cool.
We learned a lot about yaks, and we might have to go visit some yaks at some point.
Yep.
I could get behind some yaks.
That's a weird thing to say.
That is. I don't know that I want to be behind them. They're kind of big.
They are. Well, we got to see a sheep shorn.
We did get to see a sheep being
So
shorn
we have
for the
video of
first
that.
time.
Yeah, you haven't seen one before.
I haven't seen it, and it was the sheep's first time being shorn. We were having a lot of firsts for that. You know, I was having a first. The sheep was having a first. Fortunately, the person doing the shearing, it was not their first sheep.
Thank God.
That's one too many firsts. We don't
That
need
would have
that.
been terrifying.
No, that would have been like, no, I don't think we need to see that. But it was really cute. But I did feel bad for it because it was like, bah, bah.
Yeah, it was not happy, but and they're usually shorn once a year. The sheep that you use for fiber.
Well, that one was really cute, and it was definitely being very vocal because it was his first time and was kind of like, what is happening to me? But it was really quick. I was kind of like surprised at how fast a sheep gets shorn. It's like only a couple minutes. It was probably like 5
At
minutes.
the max, 5 minutes. Yeah.
It was pretty quick. So it was pretty, I don't know, that might have been one of my favorite things. I really liked the animals and seeing, you know, the different fiber.
Well, they don't. Most people, it looks like they're hurting the animal, but they're not at all.
Oh, yeah.
They're really gentle with them. Sometimes, if they're doing many sheep at once, they're not so gentle, and it looks like they're hurting the animal, but they're really not. It doesn't hurt them at all. I know you didn't think that, but some people do think that, but it's not true.
Yeah, they seem to be fine. Like the sheep was kind of like, I think it was mostly buying because it was like, what in the world is happening?
Yeah.
That seemed to be more its problem. Was
And
like,
they said a part of it was that they were away from their friends.
yeah, like, hey, where's the rest of my flock?
Yeah, they were by themselves. So like, where are my friends?
It's like, where's the flock? It's a different version of WTF. Where's the flock?
Oh my gosh.
Instead of what the flock,
Yeah.
it's where's the flock?
Where's the flock? Oh my gosh.
So if you hear a sheep buying, that's what it's saying. Where's the flock?
It is. It's missing its buddies.
Yeah.
Its little buddies. So, yeah, some little tidbits.
Yeah.
I went to Iceland a few years back, which I told you about. But in Iceland, there's more sheep than people. Maybe it's changed, but for a long time it was that way. And if you're from Iceland, I'm going to sound really stupid because I don't know as much as people from Iceland do. But when I was there, they still do this. They let them roam freely, like in the fields. There aren't even any, like, sometimes there are, but typically there aren't any, like, fences or anything to keep them in. They just roam.
That's cool.
And then they have a process in the fall, or whatever. I don't know what time of year it is for us or for them.
Oh.
But it's a renter. They bring them all together, all the sheep in the area, and then they sort them by farm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, like, it's a big gathering that they do.
This sounds like fun, though. Like, kind of like collecting your sheep. Like, here's the sheep. That's fun.
Yeah, that is really cool. So, like, if you're in Iceland and you're just driving around, there's sheep everywhere. They're just little guys hanging out.
That sounds like so much fun.
It is cool.
So one of the things that I noticed at the wool gathering is that they have a lot of animals that, like, obviously you think about alpaca and llama and sheep, but I, for one, wasn't expecting, like, the yaks or the rabbits. And I know we've talked about rabbits, but...
Or goats.
And they did have a goat. Yeah, they did have a goat there. Yeah.
Yeah, so the yak was really interesting. We had a man talk to us for a long time about the yak.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, they have, like, really fine fiber, and then they have guard hairs. So the really fine fiber is what spinners are looking for and what, you know, knitters are using in their yarn. But he had us smell it right off the animal, and it literally smelled like nothing. Like they didn't even clean it.
Right, it just smelled like, you're like, what am I smelling? I don't really smell anything.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like, the animals don't really have a smell or a stench, or, you know, compared to, like, a sheep. I love the smell of, like, fresh wool off of a sheep, but...
Not everyone does.
Not everyone likes that smell. So, you can wash it, of course, before you spin it, the yak.
Yeah, the yak fibers.
But he said it's also antibacterial.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So, like, even if you're wearing it for a long period of time, it doesn't smell. And it's also fighting off bacteria from your body or from other places.
We really might have to go visit him sometime and just see.
I think we are.
Because that'd be pretty cool.
He said he had a lot of them.
Yeah,
and the United States has the biggest population of purebred yaks.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
That is weird. We wouldn't think, but
No.
hey, the more you know.
The more you know.
Well, then I think, you know, I know we've talked about it before, but the rabbits really is something that, like, I wouldn't expect. I mean, I know I'm new to the world of, like, wool and, like, knitting and all the things, but I really was kind of like, oh, rabbits.
Yeah, they're really cute, too. But they're very fluffy. They're Angora rabbits, and there's different breeds of Angoras. So there's really, like, I used to have an Angora. It was pretty big. The ones that were there today, and I don't remember, there's a French, and we'll have to ask Jess, because my twin sister has Angora rabbits, and she knows all the breeds of rabbits. And I think the French Angoras are smaller, but the ones we saw today were smaller rabbits. So you basically just shear them. You can shear them with just scissors.
Huh.
Yeah, you just do it yourself. You can also pluck them, which doesn't hurt them. They molt.
Yeah,
They fall off. It's not really plucking.
Sounds like it'd take a long time.
It's not like plucking bird feathers when you're hurting the animal. It's like it comes right off. You can also do that with Shetland sheep, where you don't have to necessarily shear them. The wool will just come off. There's a certain process.
Interesting.
And they like naturally get rid of their wool to an extent. You have to do it yourself, but sheep have been bred to need to be shorn before, I guess a long time ago. I don't know when this would have happened, but back in the day, before our day, all sheep, well, hair sheep in particular, would just basically like molt their fiber.
Oh, wow.
Well, now sheep have to be shorn. So, of course, if sheep were not domesticated, they could just be like out in a field and then molt their fiber, and then they wouldn't have to worry about someone shearing them because they were just naturally, you know, they were part of the landscape, almost like deer are.
Huh.
Do you know what I mean?
That makes sense. I mean, I guess I never really thought about wild sheep.
Yeah, but like since
sense.
we've domesticated them, they have grown to needed us to shear them.
Which makes sense because we need their wool to make fiber.
Now, meat sheep, or not all meat sheep, but some meat sheep, hair sheep, they still do that.
Oh.
But sheep that we use for fiber don't do that anymore. We have to shear them. So it's pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the animals were the highlight of my day. We're just kind of like seeing the animals and kind of learning about them and just being around them and seeing how cool they are.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
I think my highlight was the Fat Squirrel.
I figured.
Yeah. So I've been watching her for years, and I'm a patron. So I was like so excited.
She was really nice.
She is. She's very nice.
I could totally see you just like sitting down, grabbing something to knit, and just talking.
Yeah.
You know.
Good times.
Yeah.
Thanks for hitching a ride with us today. It was a great adventure.
If you have a fiber destination you want us to visit, or a fiber question, or you're a fiber artist that wants to be a backseat knitter, drop us a message at the link in the show notes or leave a comment in the comment section.
We'll see you next time on Let's Knit the Road.
Bye.
Bye.